Hey everyone, so this is group one. This Chandani, Muzammil, Rutvik, Ferdous, and Lilan, and today we're going to be presenting our Dunlop Livery antiques. So starting off with the summary, Dunlop Livery Antiques, or DLA for short, their sales are falling. The owner knows that he must consider catching up with the competition in terms of promotion and distribution. His goal is to increase the revenue, profitability, and brand awareness of DLA to bolster its potential selling price. Our recommendation will be based on situational and consumer analysis and will result in an online Shopify store, which will be in addition to the current brick and mortar store or the barn, which will have COVID friendly rules. Finally, this is a very cost effective, profitable way to increase brand awareness and subsequently sales and revenue.
Hello everyone, this is Ferdous Mashed. So in the problem statement, we're going to analyze the threats that is in this antique industry, which is online shop versus physical store, and new trends versus the emotions attached with the product, which goes back in history. So as people have started to change their taste in the house's interior decoration, and they're switching to contemporary or modern designs, and on the other hand, people are switching over minimalism and having a lack of interest in the history for which antiques are super famous. Because of this, the sales are declining in the antique industry, and also there is a decrease of shrinking consumer base. Usually, the target market is between the 40 to 65 years old, and mostly are casual buyers and dealers and hipsters. In this target market range, they already have a certain amount of antique, and these people are mostly attached with the product because of nostalgia or durability or even uniqueness. In the local competition, competitors have local loyal customers who have visited these stores often and value their items, whereas in the online competition, eh, all local competitions have always been overlapped, and for which there is for which there is a competition between the local and the online customers, where the tech savvies advertise these antiques, and for which they are the medium and taking away the money. So, in the online competition, price and legitimacy is a big concern, for which people can often price match between the online and physical stores. So in terms of opportunities, there are rooms to improve. So for instance, antique industry can get into the trend like minimalism or contemporary or modern design, and also they can exhibit their products and works in many showrooms or in any shows, for which they can get more publicity.
Hi everyone, this is Chandani. So, talking about the consumer analysis of Dunlop Livery Antiques is categorized into three parts: casual buyers, dealers, and hipsters. Talking about casual buyers, so they are the people who are interested in buying antiques because they are attached to the form of nostalgia. They look for long lastingness and the rare quality of the pieces, the uniqueness of the antiques, and they are generally the people between the age of 40 to 65 years who already own like quite varieties of antiques, and who are also open to explore new and popular spots recommended by their friends or families. And they're generally the casual buyers are the people, the tourists from United States who visit during the summer vacation. The another category is dealers. So these are basically the people, the dealers who collect and deal with the antique, classical antiquity of the items. They are not into contemporary items of the antiques. They're just as passionate about the classical antiquity as Kalkahan, who is the owner. And they're the people they are actually the retailers who bring varieties to their region by using different modes of distribution, for example online, brick and mortar, and B2B, business to business. And deals so the dealers who buy in bulk, who order for the bulk, they also get like good deals and discounts, which can be helpful for their profit, and they can add their own markup to their products. And last but not the least, the category is hipsters. So they are identified as the customers who dress in a certain way, like they accessorize themselves with scarves, berets, and rimmed glasses. And they're the people from 22 to 35 years of age. Their style in fashion is very distinguished. It's not as the cultural mainstream style. And even their interests in fashion, arts, and decor are from the previous times, like from the before trends. They're not into the current trends. And they're also very internet savvy, because they're aware of the features like ad blocking. So they can block the ads, like the extra promotional ads, which are not helpful to them. Thanks.
So, moving on to the beginning of the situational analysis, which is the main goals and problems. For the first goal, we have changed the distribution method to online. And secondly, as we mentioned before, increasing revenue, profitability, and overall brand awareness. And the main problems with this is that the DLA is a sole proprietorship, so it's limited to the owner's creativity and thinking. And secondly, there's increased online sale competition from IKEA and HomeSense. So as you can see, there are a lot of points for the SWOT analysis. I'm just going to be going over the main few for time constraints. So firstly, starting off with strengths, we have experience and knowledge of antiques, having been an auctioneer before. Secondly, we have beliefs in craftsmanship and history of the pieces, as well as good customer service. Moving on to the weaknesses, there's not enough of an online presence, which leads to not being technologically driven and an age factor. And as for the opportunities, we can sell at antique shows. 80% of DLA's pieces were sold by dealers at antique shows before. And the wages of residents are above the provincial average, so we could exploit this to raise the higher prices and set them accordingly. And finally, the threats, as you mentioned before, antique dealers and other competition, as well as the lack of water and heat at the store, since the store is located in a barn. And finally, the store is located in a rural, low populated area.
Hi everyone, this is Lilan and I will talk about the strategic alternatives. So first is the online sales. We have three advantages. Increase sales through online sales during the pandemic because customers would not go to the store to buy goods. And the second is cost-effective promotion of brand or products through the internet so that customers of the world can purchase them. And if foreign, they would be foreigner like the USA interested from investors or purchasers. And the disadvantage is customers are not able to see or touch the good category, so they will worry and hesitate to buy goods. And the packaging, shipping, and delivery distribution costs include equipment, supplies, and wages. Yeah, next, please. And the second alternative is the promotion plan. The first advantage is increase brand awareness. It means that more customers know this brand and buy these brand products. And the second is provide appropriate information. And the third one is improve consumer loyalty. So if customers find a lot of deals, they will come back looking for more. So promotions can increase customers' loyalty. And the disadvantage is if used over a long period of time, customers may get used to the effect. Excessive promotion may damage the brand image, and DLA should pay special attention to the basic cost of the goods being sold, as these costs can vary greatly from the project to project. Next, please. So this graph is about the break even. So we can see that uh, at the annual, we can see that the annual sales, operating costs, and profit forecast are increasing year by year. Yeah, next please. And this graph is about the balance sheet. We can see the graph. The red one is the total assets. The white is the total liabilities, and the green is the net worth. As the year goes on, we can see the total assets, total liabilities, and net worth are increased too. Yeah, so that's so the final recommendation is about the strategic alternatives. Is the online sales, increased sales, pandemic proof, which can still offer physical store with COVID regulations, and cost effective, break geographic barriers, miss previously established goals, and last is the potential foreigner and the local interest from visitors or purchasers, which is serving the company. So that's all content about our presentation. Thanks for listening.